And we find ourselves on the final Friday of September, and we have ourselves a conference up for grabs. By the final whistle, we may have a share of the lead or one of these teams having gained a full game advantage. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tipmont. Superfast fiber internet now available in parts of Montgomery and Fountain counties. Get started today at tipmont.com. A pleasant evening, everyone. Alongside my broadcast partner, the coach, Daryl Carlson. I'm John Cupo, and we find ourselves on the campus of North Montgomery High School as the Chargers play host to the Tri-West Hendricks Bruins, looking for a share atop the Sagamore Conference. So, Coach, we got ourselves a good one on tail tonight. So, we got some keys to the game. These are ultra important. These kids got to play 48 minutes of football. But in your mind, what are the three keys of victory tonight?
Well, when you look at what has to happen tonight, I think it's very important that first thing we talk about is turnovers. North Montgomery is +8 in the turnover takeaway ratio this year. Surprisingly, Tri-West at 5-1 is only +3. So Tri-West has been turning the ball over a little bit. North Montgomery is going to need a few of those. We talk about home cooking. North Montgomery is going to need that home field advantage. They're undefeated at home. Tri-West is a very good football team, and North Montgomery is going to need that home field advantage. And then the third part is our quarterback battle. Both teams' offenses go through their quarterbacks. So which quarterback is going to have the night tonight? I think that's going to be the key to victory for one of these teams. And
no better perfect setup than our players to watch. And how about we start with the visiting Bruins and their quarterback, number 7, Malachi Walden.
Malachi Walden, you can look at his numbers. He's almost 50-50 run and pass, 9 TDs, but the 4 interceptions is something to be a watch out for tonight. See if North Montgomery can pick him off. But he's an excellent rushing the football, 710 yards, 7.5 yards a carry for Malachi Walden.
Let's look at North Montgomery, their leading quarterback.
Ross Dyson, left-handed quarterback. You look at him, he's only 5'9", but yet he can sling that ball around, 10,060 yards, 11 TDs, but I think more importantly, it's only the 3 interceptions. He's very careful with the football, but yet he can still run the football as well. He's averaging almost 7 yards a carry as well, and he is North Montgomery's leading rusher.
Both of these quarterbacks can do it both in the air and on the ground. Almost a 50-50 ratio, which you see quite a bit here in high school football, but sometimes that's how you got to get it done.
Yeah, and I think it's the spread offense that is in so in vogue today, and if you have a dual-threat quarterback that can run and pass, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So now it's going to come down to who protects the football, who can make the fewest mistakes, and of course, who can take care of the offensive line up front. Is it North Montgomery or is it Tri-West?
The two coaches in this one, very different angles. Coach is that Jason Ward, now in his 5th year at the school, 39-13 with Tri-West Bruins, but 4-0 against these Chargers. And then Jason Thompson on the other side going into his 10th year and even 500 at 50-50. But the one that he has not got yet is against these Bruins.
Yes, and I'm sure this is a big game for North Montgomery to have an opportunity to, as we talked about, to get a share of the conference lead. But Tri-West has become one of the best football programs in Indiana in their division. I know they're growing and they're going to be moving up, but Tri-West has really built a great football program, and you have to give Jason Ward a lot of credit for what he's done there over his 5 years.
So North Montgomery wearing those orange uniforms with the blue lettering. And on the other side, almost looks like a mini Notre Dame over there, Tri-West Bruins and the away whites with the gold helmets. And it's just a beautiful evening here on a Friday night. The temperatures have cooled a little bit. It's not 8,000 degrees anymore. And there's the kick, end over end. And they're going to let that roll just outside the pylon, taking a risk very, very early. And that's going to get out to the 20-yard line. So let's check out the starting lineup for the offense on the field for the Montgomery Chargers. There's your quarterback, Ross Dyson. Austin Sulk, Jared Kirsch, Jaden Thompson, Roman Utterbeck, and Kelby Harwood are the offensive threats. And then on the line, it's Hughes, White, Wilhite Rose, and Jacob Rice. So Ross Dyson, they'll start in the pistol right away. Left-handed quarterback, as you mentioned, Coach. Motion man. And handoff straight up the middle. Takes a bump. And then he's wrapped up by 2 Tri-West defenders. So Austin Sulk gets the first carry of the game, and there are your starters on defense. It's Elsie, Watson, Hayes, goal. Up front in the middle, it's Cat Ward Fletcher, and then your secondary, Kellen Saylor Hughes and Brady Hamstra. Hamstra does a little bit of everything. Runs the ball. He's on the secondary. Will return punts and kickoffs. Multi-threat player for the Bruins. So second down. Dyson in the gun. Sulk in his pocket. Motion man. Here's the snap. And it's handed off, end around. Good pursuit by Hofstra, but able to get around, and I believe that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, it was nice. This little jet sweep. You can see North Montgomery actually put their formation into the boundary and then had the speed to get outside. Brady Hamstra kind of got juked a little bit there, slowed down. I think Hamstra will run through and been able to make that tackle, but unfortunately he didn't, and North Montgomery gets a big first down.
The senior Roman Utterback on that carry. Elusive. 11 receptions on the season, but that time doing it with his feet. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Dyson in the gun. He drops back. He's going to take off, and he's buried right in the middle. That was Ethan Elsie, just sucked up that hole real quick, and Dyson had nowhere to go.
So they went with a quarterback draw. You could see Dyson, show pass. He had a lead blocker in front of him, and Peyton Hayes from his nose tackle position does a really nice job getting penetration. He doesn't make the tackle, but then Elsie, who's their leading sacker, cleans it up, gets a tackle for loss, and puts North Montgomery behind the sticks.
So after the first down, Chargers are backed up a little bit, be 2nd and 12. Here's Dyson, takes a snap, looks, going through his reads. Now he's going to roll out. He's keeping the ball, and he fires to the sideline, and that ball is incomplete.
So Dyson was looking at, ran a little wheel post combination down here. You can see the receivers running through. Again, a good pass rush by Tri-West causes Dyson to have to roll out, and he just didn't quite get enough on it to his receiver trying to come back to the football. Now it's 3rd and long, and this really plays into the defense of Tri-West and their ability to rush the passer.
Jared Kirsch had to come back for that ball. May have slipped on his own accord, but that ball was thrown low. So now it brings up 3rd and a long 12. So Dyson would sulk behind him. Here's a snap. Moves forward, throws it deep down the sideline, and nobody home.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a little miscommunication there. It looked like the North Montgomery receiver got a little bit held up here, trying to release down the field. I'm not quite sure, what Dyson saw right there. Unfortunately, it was an incomplete pass, and that's not what North Montgomery wanted to have in their first drive. Was to punt the ball back and give probably Tri-West some good field position here.
So we just talked about Jared Kirsch, and he'll be doing the punting duties today for the Chargers. He's back on his own 15. Back to 2 very dangerous returners. Noah Lean, number 2, but he'll let this one roll out of bounds.
Trying to kick it away from Lean right there. Lean's very capable of bringing it back, and Tri-West has good field position for first down.
So let's set up the offense for the Bruins. It's Malachi Walden, as we mentioned. It's Sorgi, Lean, Brown, and Hughes, and Hamstra in the backfield, and then the big boys up front. Gammon, Peterson, Bear, Haste, and Sean Hill. So 1st and 10 for the Bruins on their own 37. Walden in the gun. And that ball is incomplete, so he tried to get it out quickly, but
Walden's pass knocked down by Kelby Harwood. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you can see it's just trying to get a little quick hitch route out to the outside, and Walden kind of dropped his arm down a little bit, a little low release, and the ball's easily batted down by North Montgomery defensive line.
Kelby Harwood able to get his ball Bare paw in the air, excuse me. I'm all over myself tonight. I'm excited. It's Friday night. It's football. How can I not be? Walden in the gun. Steps back, fires over the middle. Has his receiver, and he's going to be dragged down on the opposite side of the field for a Bruins first down.
So North Montgomery brought some pressure there. They lined up 5 up on the line of scrimmage, playing, we say, cover 1 behind it, man with a free safety, and they hit the slant route. That's a nice throw and completion and a big first down here for Tri-West on their first drive.
That's a big target in the junior Logan Anderson, 6'2". That's his 6th reception on the year. So here's Walden in the gun. He's going to take it himself, go up to middle, now reverses field, gets to the left side, and he'll make a spin move and get pushed out of bounds. And there's a flag. I believe that he's probably out of bounds. That might be a late hit coming, but good awareness by Walden.
Walden shows his athletic ability there. He looks like he's going to start, up the middle. It was clogged, a lot of orange jerseys around there, and he just stepped himself up to the outside, got up the sideline, and as you called it right, late hit there out of bounds. That's a big penalty for North Montgomery. You just can't have those types of mistakes, give up a personal foul, and put Tri-West in very good position to score.
So that's going to move the Bruins up 15 more after Walden got about 9 or 10. He may have had the first down on his own, but the extra 15 steps up the Bruins real deep into Chargers territory. Walden in the gun. Fires to the left. He has his receiver. That's Noah Lean. You'll see that combination quite a bit here this evening.
Yeah, a little play fake by Walden, and Lean just ran a little out route. They had the outside receiver on the go route, Lean on the out route. And Lean makes a nice catch here. The ball's a little high, and not only does he catch it, but he's able to turn up and get a couple more yards out of that. Really nice play by Noah Lean.
So his quarterback looks over to his head coach, Jason Ward, gets the play in. Hamster to his left. 2nd and 5. Here's a snap. And a little fumble miscommunication there. Walden's got to pick it up, and now it's a fumble again, picked up by North Montgomery, and he's luckily taken down. It was big number 64, Tobin Peterson, who saved that one from going 6.
Yeah, not quite sure what was happening there in the backfield. Was it a zone read? Was it supposed to be a handoff? Either way, the ball's on the ground here, and you can see, right now, 2 people kind of going in different directions, and we talked about this at the top. Turnovers are going to be very important for North Montgomery, and they get their first of the game.
That was a great punch-out by Jaden Thompson, number 11 on the line, and then Austin Sulk able to pick it up. And again, a saving tackle by the left guard, Tobin Peterson, and we're headed the other way. Here's Dyson. Hands it off to the right side, and a big hit, but he keeps moving. And Noah Hopkins took a big shot, but the big-bodied senior just kept moving, got a little bit of a gain.
Yeah, trying to run a little outside zone play right there, and Jack Catt from his linebacker position got some excellent penetration. Wasn't quite able to make that tackle, but he slowed things up and held Slick to about 3 yards here.
So Dyson in the gun. Hopkins in there. Behind him. Here's a snap. And now it's Dyson. Takes it his own. Jukes a defender, but then he's wrapped up by Brody Saylor.
That's a little zone read play. You can see the H-back coming across, trying to lead through and get a block. Dyson does a good job reading the defensive end closing, pulls it and gets himself outside. But great pursuit by Tri-West. They don't let Dyson get the first down, but it's 3rd and short here for North Montgomery.
So 3rd down. Dyson in the gun. Noah Hopkins behind him. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Dyson throws, and it was deflected back in his hands. Now he's got to make something of it. And gets back to, I believe, the original line of scrimmage.
So this time they're trying to run. They faked the zone read play coming across and tried to throw a little pass here to the flat. You can see number 11 for North Montgomery coming across, but big Elzy gets his hands up, knocks it down. Dyson does a nice job by catching the ball out of midair, but of course it's 4th down now. North Montgomery's going to have to punt.
So Elzy making his presence known early in this one with 2 great plays on the defensive side of the ball. There's a punt. Good booming punt. And it's fielded by Lean. And he's wrapped up by a couple of Chargers at around the 36, 37-yard line. They'll mark it at the 36.
Yeah, really good punt coverage right there from Jack Warren, the sophomore, coming down. Didn't quite make the tackle there, but held Lean up enough for his buddies to get there.
The Chargers defense along the front line, it's Meadows, Rice, Thompson, and Warren. And then it's Harwood, Sulk, Hopkins, Gabe Shearer, Connor Koopman, Ross Dyson, and Jared Kirsch make up your secondary. So now after the turnover, no harm done. It's going to move the Bruins back to their half of the field on the 36. Walden in the gun. And he pitches left. Here's Hamstra trying to find his way to the outside, cuts back into the middle, and ends up getting about 8 or 9 yards on that carry. So Coach, a little hesitant there, trying to find the right move, but able to break a seam and get a good chunky yardage.
Yeah, you can see North Montgomery was starting to string the play out. Unfortunately, I think it was Jaden Thompson was trying to fight that reach block off by the wing back, and I thought he was going to get off and make the play, but all of a sudden he ended up on his back, and that allowed the room to get some positive yards there.
So it was 6 yards. Walden keeps. He buries his way up to the middle, and he's going to cross the midline and get to the Chargers' 49-yard line. We'll see where they place it. Either way, it's good for a first down.
Yeah, just a design quarterback off-tackle run. Walden caught the snap. Hamstra's out leading for him in front, and about a 6 or 7 yard gain and a first down for Tri-West.
And, Coach, we're deep into the season now, but it was Tri-West who lost their top running back, Derek Reed, early in the season. Kid with a lot of potential, a lot of promise. Lost him early. It was then Nolan Cooper who was running the show, but now Hamstra back there with Walden. And there's a sack and a fumble again. Ball is on the ground, and that might be Chargers football again. We'll see who came up upon it. Our referee, Steve Smith, will make the call here, and fortunately recovered by the Bruins. But another fumble on the ground by Tri-West. Good pressure.
Yeah, again, Tri-West is right there. Got a good strip of the football by Kelby Harwood, and thank goodness Peterson, the big offensive guard, was there to fall on that, or North Montgomery would have had great field position. But this is North Montgomery needs to be in a position like this on defense. They've got Tri-West behind the sticks. Walden can throw, but he's not as a consistent thrower as Dyson is. So now when you're second in California here, it'll be interesting to see what Tri-West tries to dial up here in this situation.
So Kelby Harwood with his second big play. Here's Walden. There he is again, causing pressure. That ball just thrown in right into the middle.
So you saw Hamstra swing out, kind of calling for the ball, maybe a little distraction there for the North Montgomery defense, but Essen Sulik from his Mike linebacker spot was all over that tight end H-back screen right there, and he made the tackle for little or no gain.
So now third and a long 18. And they're saying they did it, they're saying they did it. And we'll get a call from Steve Smith, and that was against Chargers.
Yeah, I think North Montgomery got a little bit trying to time that snap count right there, a little over aggressive. Again, these are the types of penalties you just hate to have as a coach because these are definitely avoidable. And hopefully, still it's third and long, that this doesn't hurt North Montgomery, but you hate to give Tri-West a chance to get a little bit closer to that first down.
So here's Walden rolling to his right, fires to the sideline, and that's picked off. to the 50, 45, 40, stays in bounds, makes a cut to the middle. Now that ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by Walden. My goodness.
Well, you know, great anticipation right there by North Montgomery, stepping in front of that throw by Walden. Here we're coming out on the sprint out pass. There's some pressure. That Sulik really puts a lick on Walden, and that ball gets picked. Unfortunately, while does a great job, Gabe Sherrod does a great job staying in bounds. He forgets to protect the football, and it gets punched out, and Walden actually recovers it and gives Tri-West a new set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And one thing to notice on that, Coach, is that Brady Hamstra plays a cornerback position. So the way he punched that ball out, something he's very familiar with on the defensive end. So good saving play by number 20.
Absolutely.
And he gets the ball, and he'll push it ahead for one, maybe two.
Yeah, nice job up front by North Montgomery. That was Noah Hopkins, Will linebacker, stepping up, shedding a block, and making a tackle for about a 2-yard gain.
So they do give him 2 to bring up 2nd and 8. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter, tied at 0s on a gorgeous night in Crawfordsville this evening. Now Walden, he'll set. Good pocket, throws to the left, has his receiver, and he'll make a move to the middle. That's Thad Brown, and just bumping off Chargers defenders, and he'll get down to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, you can see, again, North Montgomery lined up, covering everybody up front, what we call a bear defense. And when they do that, they're playing man-to-man coverage behind, but somebody lost the H-back right there, the slot, and unfortunately he was able then to turn that short throw into a first down.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 on the 44. And we have a penalty.
Yeah, again, just a little, again, not a disciplined play by the North Montgomery defense. Those penalties are just can be drive killers for you, because you hate to give a team an easy 5 yards.
So that'll make it 1st and 5, just short of midfield. Walden in the gun, takes a snap. Now he'll take it himself, straight up the middle, makes a cut to the left. He's got some room down the sideline, and he's still going. No one can get him down, and give Malachi Walden 6. What a run by the junior Malachi Walden, straight down the sideline. No one can touch him. 6 points, Tri-West.
Yeah, a little quarterback counter play here. You can see Haste and then Brown pulling around, and Walden gets out on the perimeter. And when you've got a player that can run like this, you've really got to do a great job of not leaving your feet diving at tackles. Unfortunately, you could see a couple North Montgomery defenders do that, but looks like it's all for naught. We've got a penalty here against Tri-West.
I'm guessing a holding call, or
I'm sure it must have been a holding call somewhere in the secondary. It looked like, because that flag was definitely 10 yards down the field. Now again, Tri-West, they've already had 2 turnovers and now a holding call that took a touchdown off the board. Those are the types of mistakes that you're a 5-1 team, but you can't do those things, consistently and have a chance to win. I mean, they could be setting North Montgomery up here.
So we'll try it again. Walden over the middle, has his big receiver, Logan Anderson, and he's down to the 40. So one thing that these Bruins have is a lot of size on the receiving core. Hughes, Anderson, Thad Brown, all 6'2".
Yeah, just a little play fake up again inside. They've got North Montgomery in man coverage and hit that slant route again. That's twice that they've been able to hit that for some nice yards here and another first down.
And, Coach, you've seen it on both of those throws to Anderson. The ball is up, and he's able to get his hands up there. Gets above the cornerback, and 2 completions so far. Here's Walden on the keeper. Goes straight up the middle. He's met, but bounces to the outside. Now to the left, keeps his footing, tries to go to the inside. Spins and may have got himself a first down. Good hard run by Malachi Walden.
Yeah, Hamstra, the lead block right there, just pancaked Jaden Thompson on the end. You'll see it right here. And I'm surprised that Walden didn't follow that. Now, of course, it ended up being a good play for him as he cut back, but I think he might have had more room if he would have just stayed behind his lead block right there. You know, this thing we talked about, you and I were talking a little bit about earlier, is Walden is a very good athlete. You know, his passing and rushing numbers are about equal, but sometimes his throws are a little errant. He already had the interception. Has had a couple of high throws here, but his receivers have bailed him out.
Here's a handoff to Jack Cat, straight up the middle. It's about 4 or 5 on that one.
Just a little zone play that Tri-West runs right here, and you know, their offensive line is getting a decent push. You know, you're happy to have 4 yards a carry here for sure, but you'd like to see the defensive front from North Montgomery get off those blocks and potentially make a tackle for little or no gain.
So right now, when they've put it in the air, it does have the interception, but Walden, he'll take it again to the left. Again, bouncing off the defenders and gets close to the 20. See how they mark this, and it's going to be right at the 20.
Yeah, it's just that quarterback off tackle play again. Jack Cat was the lead blocker this time out of the backfield, and really what Tri-West is doing is they're just trying to block down, and get that lead back to kick out and let Walden use his legs to get yards, which he does here, and he gets the first down.
Well, Walden good with his legs. Remember the track and field team for the Chargers. Frederick Rademacher really likes him. Just straight run up the middle. Tonight's game brought to you by Tipmont. Superfast fiber internet now available in parts of Montgomery and Fountain counties. Get started today at tipmont.com.
9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Western 6, Southwest 0.
And we'll get to the Sagamore scores soon if our PA announcer doesn't do it for us first. So we'll see what they do here at 2nd and 6, just inside the red zone. Walden will keep it, try to bounce to the outside. He does. Then is met by 3 Chargers, short of the first down.
Yeah, Jaden Thompson does a nice job on the edge right there, taking on Cat. Is able to hold his ground and allows his buddies to come up and clean up Walden for the tackle.
So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, tied at 0s. And we got ourselves a good one here in the Sagamore Conference. Tri-West 0, North Montgomery 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Friday Night High School Football right here on ISC.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Crawfordsville, Indiana, home of Montgomery High School, and the Chargers tied 0s here heading into the second quarter. The American Heart Association, in addition to learning hands-only CPR, the American Heart Association encourages schools, businesses, and other organizations to have a cardiac emergency response plan. Free templates and resources are available from the American Heart Association. Simply scan the QR code now that you see on your screen, bottom left-hand corner. So we're going to turn things around. And inside the red zone, about the 12-yard line, Walden will work from the gun. Jack Cat to his left, gives it to him, and he runs to the right and met by a few Chargers. Minimal gain.
Yeah, simple zone play, and North Montgomery was all over it. You can see here doing a very good job holding their ground, getting off blocks. Austin Sulik from the Mike linebacker was the first one to get there, and then his buddies came and cleaned it up. But very, very good defensive push there by the North Montgomery defensive front.
On the 10-yard line.
So a gain of about 2. And here's Walden, keeps it himself, tries to go through the middle, and again met by 2 or 3 Chargers.
This time tried to run a little quarterback power play, pulling the backside guard and also leading Cat through, getting 2 blockers up in the hole here. And again, you can see Sulik fights off the double team and kind of gets a piece, slows up Walden. And again, you see 3 orange jerseys around Walden making the play. North Montgomery's doing a really good job getting penetration up front and then pursuing or getting off blocks and pursuing to the football here in this series.
So 2nd and goal. Walden crossed the middle and had Lean wide open, just couldn't get it to him. A little bit too far out in front, Coach.
Yeah, this looked like a true RPO play. As you could see the backside guard and the tight end or the wing pulling, and then Walden picked it up as the linebackers chased the run, and unfortunately was a little errant on the throw, setting up 3rd down here. You
had mentioned the throwing of Malachi Walden, only 55% on the year.
That's one of those you got to make, though. He's got a wide-open receiver right there. Did not have any pressure. And I think because he had a wide-open receiver, I think he just hurried the throw a little bit and got it out in front.
So 3rd and goal. Walden again fires to the left, and this time in and out of the hands. Logan Anderson had it in the end zone and just couldn't keep it.
Yeah, Gabe Sherrard does a nice job here. I think he got a hand up inside. That was actually a pretty good throw, not an RPO. That was a play-action pass this time. And Sherrard does a nice job in coverage. He was in man coverage, inside position, got his hand inside, knocked the ball away, and Tri-West is forced to attempt a field goal.
So they're going to put it on the foot of Cortland Williams, the senior, see if they can get 3 here. Hold is down. The kick is up. And we have our first points of the evening. So Cortland Williams puts it through for 3. And that'll give the Bruins a 3-0 lead here with 10:32 left in the second quarter.
Got to give North Montgomery some credit there. Tri-West had it going a little bit. Kind of surprised that they got away from running Walden there and started to hand the ball off, run a little power, a little inside zone. Did try and come back to Walden there late, but North Montgomery stiffened up on defense, only gave up 3 points there. That's a good defensive series for the Chargers.
Coach, you think the young man, number 7, Malachi Walden, maybe a little nervous, maybe his mental state just a little bit thrown off by the turnovers early?
It could be. I mean, obviously he's fumbled actually twice. Was lucky that they got one of them back, and then he threw that interception, and he really got lit up with the interception. So whether the cobwebs got are in there a little bit from the hit, I don't know, but his throws have not been great tonight. He's going to have to improve on that for Tri-West to get some more points on the board.
So Cortland Williams now to kick it away for the Bruins. It's Kirshen Utterback, back deep, end over end to the right side, and that ball will sail out of bounds. And, Coach, you mentioned the mental mistakes. That is one you definitely don't want to make on a kickoff.
Yeah, you hate to see your kicker kick one out of bounds like that. I don't know if they're trying to kick it away from somebody or not, but, when you kick the ball out of bounds and then it gets moved up, you're just giving North Montgomery really good field position. And, North Montgomery can move the ball and put some points on the board, so you hate to help them out here by, putting the ball at the 35-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers after the field goal by Tri-West. Deep in their territory, couldn't put it in from the red zone. And now we'll see what the Chargers can do on offense.
We haven't seen Dyson run the ball very much here. He is their leading rusher, so it'll be interesting to see if they try and get him a little bit more involved on the ground game.
He's got Austin Sulk behind him. Sulk in motion. Dyson will keep, and he's buried right where, well, pretty much where he caught the ball is where he got buried for.
Yeah, that was Peyton Hayes doing a great job getting penetration. They motioned Sulk out of the backfield, trying to draw, some of the white jerseys out to the outside and just run a little quarterback trap play up inside. But Hayes was having nothing of that, penetrated, and got the TFL.
So the Chargers still looking to get some offense here. Tri-West being very stout so far early in this one. 2nd and 12. Here's Dyson. Some pressure, just throws it away. Has his receiver, though. Caught, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 50.
Dyson is pretty cool quarterback standing back there in the pocket. He's getting some pressure. North Montgomery offensive line's got to be a little stouter right here. You can see Hayes again beats his block and is able to get his hands up. But Dyson stands in there, throws a strike, and gets a big first down here for North Montgomery out to midfield.
Stood in the pocket, took a hit immediately, but found Utterback. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the midfield for the Chargers. So there's Sulk in motion. Dyson will keep. And he just can't get anything going right now. Good pressure. Tyler Halford coming up from his linebacking position just to stop Dyson dead in his tracks.
Yeah, you can see they brought the wing back in. North Montgomery brought their wing back in to run almost like a quarterback isolation play. And they're just not getting a good push up front with the North Montgomery offensive line. And those white jerseys are just doing a great job getting off blocks and making tackles. And it's another tackle for loss for Tri-West.
So a second consecutive 2nd and 12. Man in motion. Here's Dyson. He'll look to his left again. Now rolls, has a receiver, and that ball was in and out of the hands of number 11, Jaden Thompson.
You can see Dyson again gets a little bit of pressure. He steps up, and I don't know if we look at the replay here, he might have been bothered a little bit by some of the pressure as he stepped up. He kind of jumped past that, and you'd still like to see Jaden Thompson come down with that. But I think the throw was just a little bit hurried again by the pressure from Tri-West.
So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sulk behind Dyson, 3rd and 12. Thompson in motion. Here's a snap. Dyson looking and wrapped up immediately, and none other than number 99, Ethan Elsie, having a whale of a game so far, helped by Spencer Watson.
Yeah, Ethan Elsie, again, leads the team in sacks. But, again, you also see Hayes again. He's got 2 tackles for loss. He actually had half that sack right there, too. Just doing a great job. We call it a swim move, where he was able to just knock the shoulder pads down the offensive guard, bring his outside arm over, and was right on top of the quarterback.
So after the good completion, Anderson forces the Chargers to punt. It's away. And that's going to take a Chargers bounce. And to about the 27-yard line is where they'll set up shop.
Tri-West has played very well on defense all year. They're only giving up 14 points a game. And you can see defensively they've been able to make some really nice plays here.
Tonight's game brought to you by Tipmont. Superfast fiber internet now available in parts of Montgomery and Fountain counties. Get started today at tipmont.com. Beautiful evening here in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
Can you believe this weather for the end of September? This is just unreal.
It's supposed to get hotter next week, Coach, right into October.
I know.
Going right to where we started in August. Mother Nature just having fun with us.
But we'll take it. Because I got a feeling in December it's going to be 10 below, right?
So Walden in the gun. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it. Fires to his right. Has his receiver. That's Thad Brown. Gets to about the 30.
Tried to run a little, we'll call it a shoot screen or an arrow screen right here. You can see got blockers out in front. makes a nice one-handed catch right here, and Jaden Thompson does a great job pursuing back down, but he kind of gets dragged forward. You know, that could have been maybe a gain of 2, maybe 3, and it ends up almost 5, putting Tri-West here in good position ahead of the sticks.
So we're under 8 minutes here in what's been a very spirited first half. Here's Walden now on the keeper. Breaks a tackle, gets some room. He's to the outside, man to beat, and just a saving tackle by Dakota Glasson. The 5'5" freshman just grabbed a hold of Walden and just got dragged a little bit, but able to bring him down.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably about all the freshman's going to be able to do. You know, Walden is 6'1", 185 pounds. But the good thing right there is the 5'5" player goes down, tries to tackle him low, makes a nice open field tackle, which is what you want your corner to do. But Jacob Rice for North Montgomery didn't get off his block right there. That opened up the seam for Walden, and you know, he made him pay with a big run.
So big play there for the Bruins, puts him on the Chargers' half of the field. There's Walden again, fires to his right, met immediately, Noah Lean. And Jaden Thompson had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Jaden Thompson does a nice job here. Again, it looks like North Montgomery's in man coverage, but when Lean goes in motion, Thompson, instead of rushing from that outside linebacker defensive end spot, we call that a peel, where the outside linebacker, the defensive end, peels off when he sees the flare, and he comes up and he makes a great open field tackle there to get a TFL.
Loss of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 14, right at midfield for the Bruins. It's Jack Catt back there again. There's Walden. Now he's going to keep it. And he'll get to the outside once again. Bumps a tackle, gets to the 35. And he'll get dragged out of bounds by Glasson. But not before a big pickup by Walden. And after the loss of 4, first down Bruins.
Yeah, it's that quarterback off tackle play again. And Jack Catt, the junior, does a nice job with the lead block, opens up the lane. And, you know, if you get Walden a full head of steam, he crosses the line of scrimmage like that, he's going to be very, very hard to tackle. You know, again, you see good down blocks right there. You see a nice block as well from the slot back. And Walden just picks up some big yards.
So here's a pitch to Hamstra to the outside. Cuts it back up the middle, get to about the 30-yard line.
Okay, here's Brady Hamstra.
It's a little pitch here, outside zone pitch play, and we always talk on defense. You want your defense to be able to hold the edge, meaning is don't let them get outside, force them to cut back up inside. And unfortunately, North Montgomery wasn't able to do that, and it was a nice 5 or 6 yard gain.
So Walden looking up to see what Coach Jason Ward has cooked up for this 2nd and 6. Jack Catt to his right. Here's a snap. Walden keeps to the right, now tries to cut it up midfield. And dragging defenders all across the board with him. And he keeps going, moving his feet and getting past the 20-yard line into the red zone. Good, hard bull-nosed running by the junior quarterback, Malachi Walden.
Yeah, they ran that little quarterback counter play. There was a fake to the running back, and then Brown, the wing, and Peterson, the left guard, led here for Walden. And again, you know, you've got orange jerseys there, but instead of driving, trying to get in front, drive the tackle down, they're just arm tackling, standing straight up, and you know, Walden's too strong. He's going to drag defenders like that and get extra yards after the first hit.
Coach, you saw the initial hit on the 27-yard line, dragged them all the way down 10 yards to the 17.
Yeah, you know, we say you talk about receivers getting yards after the catch yaks. Well, those yaks are yards after contact right there, and Walden's done a nice job of that tonight.
So Tri-West comes into this at top of the Sagamore Conference at 5-1. North Montgomery right behind them. So a win tonight for North Montgomery would make them tied for first. Depending on what Danville does, they're also playing tonight.
Yeah, it's a big game for North Montgomery. You know, Tri-West has definitely been the class of the Sagamore the last few years, and you know, what a great win that would be for North Montgomery to get there. And they're you know, attempting to knock them off here, but tackling like this right now against a really strong runner is not been their forte so far tonight. And while they've kept them out of the end zone, they're going to have to tackle better, or Tri-West is going to put some points on the board.
Mentioned Danville. Tri-West beating Danville 21-0 this year. Here's Walden. Drops back, fires across the middle, has his man, and that ball is complete for 6. So we've been talking about touch from Malachi Walden all evening, and then he comes back and hits his receiver, Cole Morgan, to put the Bruins up 9-0 here with 4:59 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's his 10th passing TD of the season. And again, he missed a potential touchdown earlier on their last drive. Put some nice touch on that little called a glance route, 5-step slant route, and nice pitch and catch there to give Tri-West a touchdown and increase their lead.
So Cortland Williams will put that one through. And after a nice strike from Walden to his receiver, Cole Morgan, it's 10-0 Bruins.
Yeah, you can see right there on the 5-step post route. Throws it up there, does a great job of allowing his receiver to go get the football to where the defender can't, and it's a nice pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Pretty good coverage there by his counterpart, number 80, Connor Koopman, but Walden just put it in a spot where only his receiver could get it.
And that's that height advantage where he talked about with the Tri-West receivers against North Montgomery DBs is the ability for Walden to put the ball up in the air a little bit and let his receivers go get it.
You called it, Coach. Cole Morgan stands at 6 foot. Connor Koopman at 5'6". So just a skosh under 5 minutes left in the first half here. The Tri-West Bruins out to a 10-0 lead over North Montgomery in this Sagamore Conference showdown.
I'd like to see North Montgomery get a little bit more creative. They've maybe need to try some screens, try to slow down the Tri-West pass rush here, because Dyson's had some pressure. He's completed some passes, but he's also had to throw some away because of the Tri-West pressure.
So Cortland Williams to put this one away. He's got whistles. And we'll try to figure out why. Not too sure. There is laundry on
Probably
the field.
Offsides, I think, on the kicking team.
Maybe left a little early.
Penalty on the kickoff. Illegal procedure, a loss of 5 yards.
And that is why we have PA announcers on Friday night, folks.
Again, that's another, kind of a unforced error on the Tri-West kicking team, kicking one out of bounds and then having an offsides on the kick.
So this will move him back. Ball is away. This one curving to the left side. That is fielded at the 10. Up the right side of the field, has some room, and he'll casually walk out of bounds at the 31 before taking any contact.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
And we might get a block in the back or a blindside block here. I'm not sure. It looked like right before the returner stepped out of bounds, somebody was getting blocked out of bounds.
So it looked like a hold. And that's what our referee, Steve Smith, says. So that'll push it back 10 yards.
I guess the hold must have been up the field outside of our camera spot, but I thought right there that really should have been a blindside block call right there on 50 or 58 here. Going for the big hit, but that's an illegal blindside block.
To the 23-yard line. But the Chargers will take over first down 10.
Well, fortunately for us here, we have a beautiful broadcast coming from IHSAA Sports Network, but we are still not CBS, Fox, and have 37 cameras following every angle. But just a great crew here tonight for the IHSAA Sports Network. And off to the right side. Good hole. Breaks a tackle. And big number 44, Noah Hopkins, the senior, rumbles and tumbles his way to the 39, Chargers first down.
Yeah, Elsie looked like he had an opportunity to get a tackle for a loss here. He looks like it's off the block, but then just can't quite make a play. Good blocking up front by North Montgomery on the little off-tackle power play and a big run, and North Montgomery gets a nice first down.
So it's been one of few, but a big play for the Chargers, bringing up 1st and 10. Just under 4:30 left here in the half. Dyson from the gun. Takes it. Looks to his left, now trouble. Rushes out to the outside, now he'll throw. Has his receiver, caught, and just pushed out of bounds at around the 45. So Jared Kirsch and Ross Dyson connect for another big gain. Now across midfield for the Chargers.
Yeah, and there's Watson again. Great pass rush. It actually puts Sulik on the ground there trying to block him. But Dyson's able to get up outside, and he does a nice job when he gets out of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, looking for his receivers. But we got a penalty. It's like an illegal player downfield.
Well, Coach, it's not the first time that a big play has been nullified by a mental mistake. And that'll push it back.
Yeah, that's a shame for North Montgomery here, as they put them behind the sticks, and being behind the sticks, the fact that they haven't been able to do a very good job in pass protection here. This is going to be a tough set here for North Montgomery. See if they can come back and get a first down.
So the Chargers will try it again. This time deeper now. Dyson looking, fires, has his receiver. And back to midfield, probably across to the 49. So a good pitch and catch once again to Kelby Hardwood this time.
Yeah, just a little hitch route into the boundary, and versus his own defense. Hamster was the safety over there. He was playing in kind of middle no man's land, but you'd like to see Hamster break outside just a little bit faster on that hitch route. Unfortunately, he didn't, and North Montgomery was able to get some of those yards back.
So Kelby Hardwood's making some plays on defense, now making his presence known on the offensive side of the ball. Dyson hands it off. Hopkins, a hard 2 or 3 yards.
And you had Elsie from the defensive end spot getting off a block, along with Cat from the linebacker spot. Holds him to a short gain, about 2 or 3 yards here. So second and maybe a long 7 here for North Montgomery.
So approaching 3 minutes here in the second half. North Montgomery trying to answer the touchdown by Tri-West. Put some points on the board heading into half. Dyson by himself now. And he'll just keep it. And Spencer Watson. It's almost, Coach, I can't call a play without saying number 50 tonight.
Oh, he's been all over the field. So North Montgomery goes an empty set right here, and you can see the linebackers are outside the box, and they try just to run a quarterback trip. They've got 5 blockers against 4 defenders, but Watson just gets up the field, defeats the trap block, and then dumps Dyson for a couple-yard loss. Just, again, a great play by Watson.
So now 3rd and a long 11. Back on the other side of the field in Chargers territory. Dyson by himself again. Sets in the pocket. He'll move forward. And why even say it? Dragged down by number 50, Mr. Spencer Watson.
Yeah, I had the empty set again by North Montgomery, and you can see again Watson just gets off the block. I mean, really, all 4 white shirts had beat their blocks, and Dyson did a nice job stepping up. It looked like he was going to escape there, but Watson was quick enough to get in, make that quarterback sack, and now Tri-West has called timeout here, trying to save some time on the clock, and North Montgomery is going to have to punt the ball away.
Want to thank you for joining us on ISC Sports Network tonight. We're happy to have you with us, but if you're tuning around, got a couple other games here, courtesy of the ISC Sports Network. Lawrence North Wildcats are at Warren Central playing the Warriors tonight. And then the Cascade Cadets took a visit to Owen Valley, playing the Patriots, both on ISC Sports Network. So we got a good one here, but there's two others. Again, stay with us. Coach, we don't want him to go anywhere.
Yeah,
we
no,
like him having him here.
That's right. Stay here with us. We've got a 10-0 game here, and North Montgomery's shown a little bit of life. See if they can get their offense rolling, but they're going to have to play some defense here in the last 2 minutes, trying to keep Tri-West off the board here.
So here's the punt, and just taking forever. No pressure by Tri-West, and that ball will sail out of bounds, and they'll say he's going to move up, and we'll call it the 27.
Yeah, I've got no pressure, so trying to let their punt coverage get down the field, then trying to place it on the sidelines out of bounds, keeping it away from Lean and not allow him to get any punt return yards. You'd like to see that ball maybe a little bit more inside the sideline, down the field a little bit more. Tri-West still has a long ways to go here to score here with only 2:13 left in the half.
So we'll see what Jason Ward has in about the 2-minute offense for his Bruins.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tri-West try and throw the ball way down the field yet. Most of their throws have been, quick slants, hitches, out routes here. Let's see if they try and take a shot down the field.
So Walden in the backfield with Cat. He'll keep it. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now fires down the right side of the field. And that ball is complete to Noah Lean. Makes a move to the inside. He's got some room. And he's still on his feet. 20, 15, 10. Call it pay dirt. Give him 6. Noah Lean caught the reception.
Penalty flag on the field.
And I'm sure there's disappointment. Thank you again to our PA announcer. This is probably going to go against Tri-West. Bring this one all the way back, and we'll have to redo it.
Well, it's going to be a big break for North Montgomery. Jared Kirsch was out there, was in pretty good position. I think he just misjudged as he tried to jump for the football. As you can see, the holding call here against Tri-West. But Kirsch jumped and wasn't able to come down with the interception, and Lean caught it, was able to break a couple arm tackles and get down the field. So Tri-West did try and throw one down the field. You can see Kirsch was right there. Got in between, missed tackle, another missed tackle, but the holding call is a big break here for the Chargers as they're going to put North Montgomery or put Tri-West back in a first and about 20 here.
So this will send them way back, and now movement.
Yeah, you just hate to see that because again, that's I believe is going to be encroachment on North Montgomery. And, you just had the big penalty. You got him back. And I know it's only 5 yards, but that's just a mental mistake that you just hate to see your players make in a situation like this, especially in a close game.
So with no time off the clock, Tri-West gets 5 yards back. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first half. So Walden takes a snap, hands it off to Cat. Cat up the middle, breaking some tackles, and he'll get to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, just run the inside zone play right there. And, North Montgomery didn't play too bad, but Hayes, the right guard, gets a nice block up on the second level, and that sprung Cat now to get North Montgomery in a second and manageable, but the clock is running.
So approaching 1:30, 2nd and 5. Walden in the pocket, fires to his right, has and in and out of the hands of Thad Brown. So he wanted to turn it upfield, but didn't have the football with him, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Brown saw a lot of space out there, and I think he was thinking, I'm going to get some yards right here, and unfortunately forgot to catch the football. And again, right there, you see how Brown jumped? You hate to see him jump, but then his hands are right in front of his face. All he needed to do was put his hands up, catch it, and run. He would have been okay. Every time you see a receiver jump like that and then their elbows are down, 9 times out of 10 they end up dropping the football. You hate to see him jump there.
So stopping the clock with 3rd and 5. See if the Bruins can't pick up first down here. Walden to his right. Fires to the right. I believe that ball was tipped, and it was. So that stops the clock. Now, what Jason Ward had done there, Coach, was stop the clock with a timeout on that punt. And now, in a reversal of roles, it's 4th and 5. We'll see what he has to do here see if North Montgomery can't get the ball back.
Yeah, well, there's going to be some time here for North Montgomery to have an opportunity to put some points on the board. And again, you can see a great pass rush there. Ball gets tipped off the play action, the little bootleg action by Walden, and now the ball's going to have to be punted back to North Montgomery. So they've got 1:20 and 3 timeouts left. They've got an opportunity to put some points on the board here, which would be, I think, a great momentum shift for them if they can put some points on the board here to end the first half of play.
So Walden, there's a penalty on the play, and fielded at the 32. Up the middle, makes a move, breaks a tackle, and Glasson just gets thrown down at the 35. But there is a penalty on the play.
I got to check the penalty. I'm not so sure that North Montgomery wasn't offsides again.
So at the minute 10.
Well, called an illegal shift against Tri-West. Maybe Tri-West wasn't set there when they went to snap the football, so they called the illegal shift.
So now Josh Thompson gets to pull out the playbook and see what his young student athletes can do with a minute 10 left on the clock. See if they can't get 3 or 7.
Well, you know that that Tri-West is going to put their ears back. They're going to be rushing the passer here. Either quick throws and get out of bounds, or potentially a screen to try and get some space out there for a receiver to make some yards here. But they've got to, North Montgomery's got to shore up the pass protection here.
They've got 3 down for Tri-West on that line, but they've been hectic all evening. Now Dyson takes a snap, looking to his left from behind, but throws, and that ball is picked off. Brady Hamstra. So he nullifies that real quick. And now, on the Chargers side of the field with a minute 3 left, the Bruins will go back to work on offense.
Yep, and here's Watson again getting pressure along with Elzy, and unfortunately Dyson just throws one up all the way across the field. That's a long throw off the high school hash marks, and the ball gets picked. With Tri-West only rushing 3, dropping 9, you know, that's where a throw like that across the field is tough. You'd like to see a screen or a draw, something like that, versus that 3-down look.
So with just a skip of a play in between, it's almost a long completion for the Bruins, now set up at the Chargers 43. Here's Walden in the pocket, fires deep, has a man out there, but just twisting and turning. Noah Lean had no chance at that one. It'll be second down.
Yeah, ball was thrown way out of bounds. You've got to give your receiver a chance to catch that ball in bounds. You want to keep that throw in between the numbers and the sidelines, and again, let Lean kind of go up and get it, use his height advantage a little bit. But still plenty of time here. Tri-West has 2 timeouts, and they're in good field position.
Does stop the clock with 58.4 left to go in the first half. It's been a good one so far. The Bruins up 10-0 in the Sagamore Conference Showdown. Walden pumps, throws deep again. This time he has his man. Did he stay in bounds? Did Cole Morgan keep his feet in? And he did not.
So they went with the double move. Cole Morgan, faked a little hitch route to the outside, and then went with the double move down the field. And again, was not able to keep his feet in bounds. It's hard to tell on that replay whether it was or wasn't, but what I would say, though, is that we call it stacking the DB. Morgan faded out towards the sidelines instead of stacking behind the DB and forced the throw to be a little bit wide. But we talked about home cooking at the beginning of the game here. We might have had some there.
So Walden fires deep again. He's got 2 receivers out there. And this one cannot come in. It was Lean that time. So, Coach, you talked about it, trying to go after the height advantage for the Bruins, but couldn't complete.
Yeah, I think Dakota Glasson at 5'5" was able to get a hand in there to knock that ball away. Again, you'd like to see a throw from that standpoint a little bit more at the outside shoulder of the receiver, not down the middle where the DB can react back to it, but to his outside shoulder away from the DB to potentially make a completion there.
So it's 4th and 10, pretty much in no man's land. You're not going to punt here. And it looks like Jason Ward's going to try to construct something for his offense, see if they can't at least get a first down.
Well, I think, did he call timeout here? Still, the scoreboard's still showing 2 for Tri-West. You know, this would be a situation here where, you know, use Walden's legs, try and get a first down, stop the clock, and then, you know, maybe take another couple shots at the end zone.
He has had some big runs on long yardage situations, so he can definitely do it. And are this time we going to call it?
I'm not sure. We'd like to see the official give us a North Montgomery calls it right here. Probably trying to look at so what North Montgomery did there is trying to look at the set. How did Tri-West come out? You know, because defensively, you're going to call your defenses a lot based on, you know, down and distance, but also formation. So they saw the formation. Now they want to try and make sure they get the right defensive call in there to you know, give themselves a chance to get a stop here.
We talked about how this could be a tie atop the Sagamore tonight if North Montgomery comes back to pull this one off. But Danville is at Frankfort tonight, facing the Hot Dogs, and the Mounties of Southmont hosting Western Boone, and also the Tigers of Lebanon hosting the Athenians of Crawfordsville to round out the Sagamore Conference action tonight.
I'll say this, come playoff time, better watch Danville. You know, they have a freshman quarterback now who was just lights out last week. He actually had his first start against Tri-West. And even though he didn't beat him, he didn't play all that bad, and then he lit it up last week. So Danville could be a team to watch here come playoff time.
So if North Montgomery were to pull this off, it'd be a 3-way tie atop the Sagamore Conference. All teams at 4-1. If Danville can beat Frankfort tonight. So now Walden, 47 seconds left. And we'll get a playoff eventually, folks, I promise.
Yeah, so now we don't – Tri-West, Coach Ward didn't like the look he was getting for the play that he had called, so he called a timeout here. So we're in that chess game right now, cat and mouse, so to speak, back and forth here with the timeout calls, but you're right. Eventually, we're going to get a play called here. I still think, you know, now maybe with one timeout, but Walden has, you know, got to be averaging 7-8 yards a carry here tonight. Put the ball in his hands. He's your best player. Allow him to try and have something happen. You can always ground it to stop the clock. You still have a timeout left. I would put the ball in his hands and let him try and make something happen.
And the ultimate scenario, Coach, is at North Montgomery. Just hold them to nothing. See if you can go into this 10-0. Maybe if you get a stop, who knows what happens with maybe 40, 35 ticks left on the clock. But you got to hold them here.
Absolutely. If they've got to get a fourth down stop here, they can't allow Tri-West to get a first down here, because that's just going to open up either whether it's run-pass possibilities. They're still going to have enough time to keep their playbook open.
So now Walden by himself in the backfield. Takes a snap, stands in the pocket, pressure, fires over the middle, and that ball is tipped and almost intercepted. But best case scenario for North Montgomery, they hold the Bruins on 4th and 10, giving them great field position. And, Coach, we've maybe moved a total of 7 yards here in the past 2 minutes between both teams.
Yeah, they're going to wear a rut on the this part of the field right here. But give North Montgomery credit. They had great pass rush right there. Walden stood in there and threw it, but he took another big hit. And that's 2 or 3 of those that he's taken standing in the pocket tonight. So now, you know, North Montgomery's got an opportunity potentially to get some points on the board. They still have 2 timeouts left.
So now with 42 seconds left, the Chargers will take over. Dyson in the gun. Here's a snap. He'll keep it. Ball is fired across the middle, but incomplete.
So you see, Tri-West is only rushing 3, but they're playing 6 players underneath with two safeties deep. There is some room in the middle of the field. Dyson tried to exploit that a little bit, but just wasn't able to connect with his receiver. So we've got 37 seconds left to go. North Montgomery still has 2 timeouts.
So with the incomplete, stops the clock, 37 left, 2nd and 10. Just across the 40. Dyson. And he'll stand in the pocket. There's Elzy chasing him down. He'll throw to his left. And nobody home. So that stops the clock again. Just over 31 seconds, but more laundry.
Probably going to have a holding call. So Tri-West changed up their secondary coverage just a little bit that time. They had only one deep safety, and with the motion across, you saw the Tri-West defender trail, and I think Dyson was trying to go one-on-one into the boundary right there, but unfortunately, got pressure from Elzy, had to slide out, and ended up just throwing it away, but they had the penalty as well. So now you're in this, second and really, really long. Tri-West only has 1 timeout left. You've got to be careful here. You don't want to give the football away. You don't want to take a sack and allow Tri-West potentially to rush the punter or do something here at the end. You got to be careful.
So 2nd and 20.
You got an offside.
And Elzy, he knew it. He raised his hand right away. So the young man who's had a great game so far, he called himself out on that one.
Yeah, he knew he'd done it. He was trying to get time that snap count a little bit, get some pressure on Dyson, and unfortunately gave up 5 yards.
So 3 down for Tri-West. Heavy in the secondary, preventing anything deep from the Chargers. Here's Dyson, fires to the outside. And Kelby Harwood now breaks through midfield, gets to the 45, and he'll be dragged down around the 42, 41-yard line. And they hustle up to the line, and they'll call a timeout.
Yeah, I definitely would have called a timeout there. You don't want to waste it down by snapping it. So finally we got a screen called, and you can see how right there, great throw by Dyson, and great acceleration right there, runs through an arm tackle. And now, North Montgomery's got some options here. They still have a timeout. They can potentially try and take the ball down to the end zone, or they can throw the ball up over the middle of the field and either spike it or call a timeout to give themselves an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Got a great one here tonight. The Sagamore Conference Showdown. Tri-West took a visit out to Crawfordsville. Take on the Chargers of North Montgomery. And Coach, why we have some time getting ready for College Saturday tomorrow. All of our Indiana schools in action once again. I know everybody's still recovering from this past Saturday when Ohio State came into South Bend and with 1 tick left on the clock.
Yeah, that was rough when you're out there playing those last 2 downs with only 10 defenders. Stuff like that happens, but when you have that many assistant coaches and all the off the field personnel, somebody should have caught that after the first one.
I have never heard anything so silent than the state of Indiana in that final second. But here's Dyson. Fires over the middle, incomplete.
Yeah, threw that one just a little bit behind Harwood. I think if he would have hit Harwood on stride with that, he had some space. Harwood's pretty explosive. We saw that on the screen from the last one. And really, that was one of the first times that Dyson has been able to stand back there without pressure and actually throw one.
So that stops the clock. 22 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Maybe something deep here. At least get in the range of the kicker. We haven't seen him yet. Eli Peebles, the freshman. See if they get close enough to put him in range.
Yeah, Tri-West has a bunch of people standing back, I'm sure, deep, trying not to give up a deep throw here.
Dyson will roll, and that ball is low. Or was that caught? I guess they call that a completion. So Kelby Harwood, hot potato, but held on to it, but that makes the clock run, and they'll have to spike it. So what do you think there, Coach? Do you hold on to that one, or?
It was hard to tell. I thought it was incomplete. What I don't understand is you already have a timeout left. That's 3rd down. I don't know why you would spike the ball right there and only give yourselves one more down to move the football. I had to call timeout right there, so they had 2 shots.
So now each team with a timeout left, 4th and 9.
So with the way that Tri-West is playing defense right now, you can see they're going to rush. They're going to bring LZ, I'm sure, so they're going to rush 3. They give everybody back deep. Again, a screen, something short. Throwing the ball deep right here, we've got a penalty. Throwing the ball deep right here is going to be difficult just because Tri-West has everybody standing back. You might have a better shot of, throwing a quick screen or something like that, and just let one of your athletes get out in space to try and make something happen.
So everybody moved except the center, Tyler Goodwin. He did not snap the ball, so sets him back even further. Tri-West playing deep, 9.4 left, 4th and 14. Here's Dyson, pressure from the edge, gets wrapped up, breaks a tackle. Now he'll throw deep, and that ball is intercepted by Brady Hamstra, his 2nd on the evening. Now he tips it back. Risky play, and now they're just playing pitch and catch, and that ball went forward. So we could cue up a little yakety sax from Benny Hill at the end of the play, the end of the half, on an interception by Brady Hamstra, but that'll close it out with the Tri-West Bruins with a 10-0 lead over the North Montgomery Chargers. You're watching Friday Night High School Football on the ISC Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Have you heard? Tipmont and Wintech have joined forces to build a stunningly fast fiber optic internet service with no data caps and the best customer service from a company you know and trust. Sign up today and follow our progress at join.wintech.com.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Wintech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Have you heard? Titmont and Wintech have joined forces to build a stunningly fast fiber optic internet service with no data caps and the best customer service from a company you know and trust. Sign up today and follow our progress at join.wintech.com.
North Montgomery High School in Crawfordsville, Indiana. We find the Tri-West Bruins up 10-0 in a Sagamore Conference showdown here on a beautiful Friday night. And, Coach, it's been a game where we kind of thought things were going to get ugly at the beginning and have Tri-West win away, but some turnovers here by the Chargers defense, and here we are sitting at 10-0 heading into the second half.
Yeah, you know, the Tri-West, again, offensively, they've been averaging, 35 points a game, and, it looked like they were going to put some points, maybe a lot of points up, but we talked about this at the top. North Montgomery was going to have to force turnovers. They are +8 on the year, and they were able to force a couple of turnovers. Unfortunately, they couldn't do anything with them, weren't able to get any points out of it. So the sloppiness, though, is keeping them in the game. They're going to have to find a way, though, to move the football here in the second half.
Coach, you mentioned it, is that we saw 2 long touchdowns called back because of penalties. We only saw the 1 real touchdown. So the mental mistakes and just maybe what you expect in a game like this. It's a Sagamore Conference showdown. You're battling for first place. Maybe the antsiness and the nerves of these players kind of getting to them here, and maybe we'll see that cleaned up here in the second half.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. We're going to, again, have to see the penalties because both sides have had, offsides, procedures, kicks out of bounds. It's really been a game that's been a little bit sloppy. I anticipate, both the coaches are in the locker room saying, hey, fellas, we got to just focus and execute and do our techniques and eliminate those silly penalties.
So at 10-0, the Tri-West Bruins hold the lead against the North Montgomery Chargers. We'll take another break. You're watching ISC Sports Network on a beautiful Friday night in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Titmont REMC, and our members have the power.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Wintech, powered by Titmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The Tri-West Bruins have a 10-0 lead on the campus of North Montgomery High School against the Chargers. And Coach, our halftime highlights brought to you by Tipmont. And really, it's been all about defense and turnovers.
Yes, it has. You know, right here you see great pass rush. We knew that Elzy was going to be able to bring some pressure. He is their leading sacker, and right there he gets a nice quarterback sack.
And there were a couple long plays that Tri-West was able to accomplish early, but just couldn't complete the full motion, Coach. Just kind of getting stopped in key moments, and that was done by the Chargers defense.
Yeah, and right here, you know, we see a couple of nice short throws and catches here by a couple of Tri-West receivers, but not really able to get a lot of yards after play. And, you know, right there, a little miscommunication on a handoff, and, you know, the ball gets punched out and is picked up by North Montgomery. That was a big stop for them. We talked about that at the top of the segment, that North Montgomery is going to have to get some turnovers. And again, they force a fumble here, but luckily Tri-West is able to get the football back.
And it took a while for the scoring to get going here. And once again, it was a great defensive play on the rollout. Just a great interception by the Chargers. And again, a defensive kind of minded game in the first half. Didn't see any points. Both teams going back and forth. And it's when you got a turnover, they just turn it right back over, Coach. So I don't know if we had 3 turnovers or 5.
Yeah, well, yeah, we didn't. We only had 3, but they go in. But you know, again, Walden was in the right place at the right time to pick that one back up again. Off of that, Tri-West was able to get a field goal. So it was a good stop for North Montgomery. After all said and done, they only gave up 3 points.
Yeah, it was Cortland Williams who got the Bruins on the board, and then a beautiful pass from Walden to his big receiver, Cole Morgan. And, Coach, we had talked about it, the size difference of these Tri-West receivers versus the smaller defensive backs of the Chargers. But even though there have been a couple plays in which Tri-West has benefited from that, still only sitting at 10-0 and not be able to capitalize with that height.
Yeah, that's for sure. And they've you know, had some balls batted away and some plays made. But, you know, this has also been the kind of the Achilles heel for North Montgomery, is they haven't been able to protect the quarterback. We knew Elzy was going to be able to rush the passer, but my gosh, you know, right there, Spencer Watson has just done a great job rushing the passer, and he's also done a nice job playing off the run as well.
And to close out that half, it was Brady Hamstra, who's done a little bit of everything. He's had some quality runs for the Tri-West Bruins, picking up a couple key first downs and then 2 interceptions to end that first half.
You know, again, that right at the end of the half there, kind of hated to see North Montgomery spike the football still with the timeout left and give themselves 4th down. You know, it would have been nice to have called the timeout and still had 2 chances to get the ball in the end zone.
So, Coach, you've been in this situation plenty of times. Let's look at the team that's leading, Tri-West, the Bruins, up 10-0. You know that North Montgomery's hungry. You know that they haven't won in a long time versus your team. You're 4-0 against them. However, they're hanging around. Your team's making a couple of mistakes. What are you telling your club at the half?
Well, you know, what I'm telling them right now is that, you know, you've got to focus on just playing one play at a time. We've got to clean up, you know, some of the mistakes that we've made. Obviously, the turnovers need to get cleaned up. But also, we've got to, you know, make those plays, catch some of those catchable balls that we dropped there, especially on the last drive, and just step up. Now, defensively, you know, I'm looking at our defense. I'm thinking, you know, we're doing a great job. If I'm Jason Ward, defense is playing great. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep getting pressure on Dyson. And the interesting thing is, Tri-West hasn't had to blitz. They've been able to get pressure with 4 rushers, and we saw there at the end of the half, even with 3. So, you know, defensively, they're doing a great job right now. Offense just has to clean things up a little bit.
And let's go to the home sideline real quick. Josh Thompson, 0-9 against Tri-West. The one thing you got to tell your squad coming out here have got to feel good, at least only down 10-0.
Yeah, we've got to feel good, but moral victories aren't going to get us anything. We've got to be able to control the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively. And while we force some turnovers on defense, we've still given up some yards. But the offensive line's got to shore it up. They've got to stay in there, be a little tougher, because Dyson's going to have to throw the ball for them to win.
We're going to take a break. The Tri-West Bruins up 10-0 against the North Montgomery Chargers. For the start of the third quarter, you're watching it on the ISC Sports Network.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Have you heard? Tipmont and WinTech have joined forces to build a stunningly fast fiber optic internet service with no data caps and the best customer service from a company you know and trust. Sign up today and follow our progress at join.wintech.com.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
Across the state of Indiana, high school football. But then tomorrow, the Terrapins playing host to the Indiana Hoosiers. The Boilermakers hosting Illinois. Ball State's going to head out to Western Michigan to take on the Broncos. And again, after that tough loss against the Ohio State Buckeyes, Notre Dame going to play a very tough Duke team.
Yeah, how about Duke? You know, the start of their season, beating Clemson and just having it roll. Right now, just a great start. Notre Dame's going to have their hands full for sure with Duke tomorrow.
Close out that Division I slate. The Missouri Valley Conference as the Racers of Murray State take on the Sycamores of Indiana State. And
Missouri Valley Conference, the best FCS conference in the country, top to bottom. That's a meat grinder to go through that conference every year.
So Tri-West will receive, start of the third quarter, up 10-0 against the Chargers of North Montgomery. And we are underway. That ball rolls on the ground. And that'll be picked up by Noah Lean at his 15. He'll try to break a tackle. He does. Gets the outside, now has some room. Down the sideline, and Noah Lean tripped up around the 47-yard line of the Chargers. Dakota Glasson was able to wrap him up with his shoelaces and keep Lean from going to distance, but great field position to start the second half for Tri-West.
And Noah Lean is just one of those players that can beat you a lot of different ways. Catching the football, obviously, from his receiver spot, but also as a punt returner, a kick returner. And if Glasson doesn't make a really good open field tackle there, Lean obviously was going to get some more yards. He may have even scored.
The freshman, number 4, Dakota Glasson, has been involved in a lot tonight, but getting some quality minutes and has done a good job.
He's had a nice pass breakup on a potential touchdown pass, and that's his second really big open field tackle of the night.
So the junior, Malachi Walden, hands it off to Jack Catt, pushes his way forward and gets to about the 46-yard line of the Chargers.
Yeah, a little tight end wing formation from Tri-West. Hadn't seen that earlier in the game. They just ran a little power play, pulled the backside guard, and Catt was able to find his way through for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 is right where Tri-West wants to be here, ahead of the sticks.
So now Walden, he'll keep. Design keeper, straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, he's got some room, straight up the middle, nobody can grab him. Finally they wrap him up and finally drag him down inside the 10-yard line. So Malachi Walden, who's been doing it all evening, gets one defender on him, drags 2 or 3, gets an extra 6 or 7, big run inside the 10 for Tri-West.
Yeah, just that little quarterback off tackle play with Catt leading. And you can see right there, Gabe Shahar from North Montgomery tried to strip that ball, and Walden is really holding on to it. He doesn't want to give up another fumble as he did in the first half.
So now 1st and goal. Hand off to Catt straight up the middle. Doesn't get much. Good pressure by the North Montgomery front 4.
Yeah, really nice job by Austin Sulik from that middle linebacker spot. He was able to defeat his block, hit Catt in the backfield, and hold him to little gain there.
So that'll bring up 2nd and goal. No gain on the play. Walden in the gun, Jack Catt to his left. And he'll keep, try to get to the outside. He does. He looks at the pylon, and he'll put it in for 6. So untouched, Malachi Walden gets a 2nd touchdown for Tri-West. And now it's 16-0 Bruins.
Yeah, Catt with a nice kick-out block right there. North Montgomery was playing man coverage, so all Lean had to do was basically run a slant pattern, take the corner out, and there's nobody home then for North Montgomery, and Walden's able to get into the end zone untouched.
So a quick score by Tri-West to kick off the second half. And here's Cortland Williams. 2 for 2 so far, an extra point and a field goal.
That's exactly the start that Jason Ward wanted to have to this second half. Get a nice kickoff return and pretty much march right down the field, pretty much uncontested there, to give themselves a 17-0 lead.
So didn't take long for the Bruins to get on the board here in the second half, extending their lead by 7. Now 17-0. North Montgomery is going to have to return the favor here, Coach. Haven't shown much offensive efficiency in that first half. A few big plays, but turnovers have been costly. Penalties have been costly. And now where are they going to find the points?
Yeah, and really, obviously the turnovers and the penalties have hurt them, but the fact that they're not able to control the line of scrimmage and block the front 4 from Tri-West has made it a difficult first half, and they're going to have to find a way to allow Dyson to stand back there and throw the football a little bit, because I really don't think North Montgomery can beat Tri-West rushing the football. They're going to have to give Dyson some time to throw it.
So Cortland Williams will kick this off from his 40. Tri-West with a quick touchdown here in the second half, making it 17-0. And it's away. Pooch kick. Fielded at the 25 and to the 30.
Connor Koopman with the short return.
So it has been a while since North Montgomery has beaten these Tri-West Bruins. You have to go back to 2011, the last time that happened. And it was here, 35-14. But it has been tough sledding for Coach Josh Thompson against these Tri-West Bruins. 0-9. So still looking to get number one with the orange and blue. So now Dyson. Sulk in motion. And overthrew his running back.
Dyson's pass over the head.
Tried to run a little quick screen pass with three blockers out in front of him. Sulik went in motion to the trip side, but you can see, Kellen Dankin from the corner spot defeated his block, and there was not going to be a lot there if Sulik caught that football. And, I think those are the things to try and slow the pass rush down, to try and get the ball out in the perimeter on a quick throw. But, again, they've got to block the secondary in order to get some yards in a play like that.
So now Dyson in the pocket, plenty of time, fires over the middle, but hit immediately. I'm sorry. I saw it too, and the thought was no link because he's been all over the field. But great pressure from Grant Fletcher to stop that one immediately in his tracks.
Yeah, Grant Fletcher was just sitting on that crossing route right there. He didn't have anything in behind him, so he was able to just sit in his zone. Crossing route came across, ball was completed, and he made a very nice open field tackle there, setting up 3rd and long for the Chargers.
So only 2 on the play. Tri-West came out quick, scored a quick 7. Put them up 17-0. Here's Dyson in the pocket, moves forward, and he'll have some room. And that ball is out. And that is recovered by Griffin Cole. And Brady Hamstra once again causing ruckus from his free safety position. Came up, stripped that ball just as he did, Coach, on that return that North Montgomery had when he was playing the receiver position. Now returns the favor on the defensive side of the field. It'll be 1st and 10 Bruins deep in North Montgomery territory.
Yeah, not the start North Montgomery wanted to have on offense. It was the first time all night that Tri-West actually brought 5 right there. Dyson did a good job avoiding the rush, stepping up, but he didn't protect the football, and Hipster was right there to strip it, and Tri-West is in business at the 36-yard line.
So Walden now back on the field, keeps it, fires over the middle, has his receiver, and that ball is picked off at the 10. And some room to run to the 35, to the 40, and out at the 45-yard line, and give it to the young man, Dakota Glasson. He has had himself a night.
Yep, Dakota Glasson, fortunately, looks like he got hurt right there. Dakota Glasson was just playing a kind of a free safety right in the middle of the field. I don't know if Walden didn't see him. He kind of just floated that ball up there on the post route, and Glasson stepped right in front of it, made the pick, and it's unfortunate. I think it looks like he's going to come up a little bit lame here with a knee or an ankle injury there as he got tackled into the sideline.
He was looking for his receiver, Noah Lean, his favorite target. But Glasson came up and made a great play and just took that out of the air.
Well, it's a shame to see a young man get hurt over there after such a nice play on the interception. But we talked in the first half, about Walden sometimes floating throws, throwing them a little bit high. and it was just evident he did not see Glasson in the middle of the field and just threw one up there on the post route, and unfortunately it cost him.
So after a big interception, we've talked about it all night, Coach, North Montgomery has made some key plays on that defensive side of the field, and where it looked like Tri-West had gotten more momentum on their turnover from Hamstra, poking that ball away and then getting the fumble, North Montgomery returns the favor to have some momentum here with 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, North Montgomery's done a very good job forcing turnovers all season, and as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, it was going to be important for them to get some. Now they've got to do something with it. They've already had turnovers in the first half. They've got a big one here. They've got to make something out of this. They've got to put some points on the board here, again, Tri-West, I think, is just going to be able to use their size and run away with it.
So good field position after the interception by Glasson. The freshman has just had a fantastic ball game this evening, and he's really kept these Chargers in it. Some key defensive plays. But now here's Hopkins to the outside. The big man rumbles past midline to the 49. And some chippiness here.
Yeah, I don't know if he didn't like if Ward said something to him after the tackle or grabbed his face mask. I'm not quite so sure. Max Ward did a nice job pursuing to the football. You can see here that Tri-West is, with their defensive alignment, they're starting that 3-down look here. They know that North Montgomery's got to throw the football, and so they're trying to give that illusion of the 3-down look, although they did bring one of the linebackers, still rushed 4, trying to confuse Dyson, but we've got another penalty back here. It looks like a holding call.
So a chop block, which you really don't see a lot in high school football, but it is there, and it was called, so that'll move them back quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's what hurt these penalties, especially after the turnovers. North Montgomery's done a good job forcing turnovers, but then they get a penalty or they turn the ball back themselves. These have really hurt North Montgomery's offense tonight, put themselves in really bad position.
Yeah, Coach, you kind of want to go back through the game here and see how many big plays that North Montgomery has had just to be nullified by a turnover. So first and a long 25. Here's Dyson. Fires across, has his receiver. He'll make a move, and he'll get dragged down to 35. That was Jared Kirsch.
Yeah, it's a good job getting the ball out again, trying to throw those quick screens, but you'd like to see a quick screen maybe on first down as opposed to trying to do it on second and long. So now they're in a position where they still have a long ways to go.
Grant Fletcher lost his hat there, so Tyler Halford will have to come in. He'll have to sit out of play. A 2nd and 20, gain of 5. Dyson in the pocket, has some time, fires over the middle, and that ball is intercepted. And that's Brady Hamstra once again. He's still on his feet, making some moves. Now he stiffs arms to the 40, stays in bounds, but then finally pushed out at the 37. So right now, Ross Dyson's most completions have been to number 20 in the white jersey, Brady Hamstra.
Yeah, he's really been struggling. Of course, again, he had pressure right there. Cole slid from the defensive end spot inside to tackle with Watson, both of them beating their blocks. Dyson had him right in his face. He just kind of threw one up over the middle, and unfortunately it got picked. And again, Tri-West has great field position here, but Tri-West has struggled here with turnovers as well. Let's see if they just go right back to the ground game and just let Walden see if they can pound it in with him.
It's only about just under 4 minutes into this one. We got 2 turnovers already. As you said it, Coach, just give it to Walden, number 7. Let him go up the middle. Gets to the 30. Good gain on first down.
Yeah, Salk actually had an opportunity. He did a good job scraping from his linebacker spot to come in there, but kind of dove at his legs right here instead of trying to run through a tackle. You see it right there. He just missed him, and that allowed Walden to run through a couple more arm tackles, pick up about 7 yards.
So we're at 17-0. Walden and Cat looking over at Coach Jason Ward to see what they want to cook up here. On second down, short yardage to go for a first. Here's Walden, hands it off to Cat, straight up the middle. Gets tripped up nicely. Jacob Hughes. Jack Cat had a momentum steam, and then Hughes came up and tripped him up.
Yeah, Hughes did a nice job getting off his block, and Sulk was right there again too, scraping up over the top. And that's a nice defensive play there by North Montgomery.
So now third down and 4. Walden, he'll keep. Tries to get to the outside, bottled up, and he can't go anywhere. Loss on the play.
Yeah, Jaden Thompson does a very nice job here attacking Cat and driving him right back into Walden, forcing the loss on the play. Jacob Thompson's 175 pounds to Cat's 196, and he really brought it right there, forcing a fourth down play here. Nice play by Jaden Thompson.
So they'll stay on the field. Walden, he's been able to do it with his legs. We'll see if they just try to get on the jump. I'll actually run a play here at 4th and 8. They will snap. Here's Walden. Keeps it. Now it's a roll to his right. Has some room to the 30, 25. He'll scamper out of bounds. And Coach, as he's done all night in long yardage situations, we have another flag on the field.
And that looked like it was after the play. I don't know if somebody was going at it there down the field from where the flag was thrown. But you're right. I mean, Walden is so good running the football, and that was actually pretty good pressure by North Montgomery. But again, they weren't able to hold the edge, allowing Walden to get outside and get the first down. But it looks like we're going to have an unsportsmanlike here against Tri-West. And again, it's another one of those mistakes. They get a big play, they get a first down, and now you've got unsportsmanlike conduct going to bring it back. I think it's going to be first down, but is this going to be 1st and 25? They're going to mark it 1st and 10.
So we'll be 1st and 10. However,
it is now 1st and 10.
Where it was around the 21-22 yard line, this will be pushed back to the 37 because of the penalty.
But they still have the set of downs here, and again, if I'm Jason Ward, I'm going to keep it in Walden's hands.
And he does exactly that. Cuts to the middle. Walden tries to leap over a defender, kind of got over him. And he was able to hop over for a first down. So Jacob Walden, and we have yet another flag.
So they ran, they've been running kind of a down, just kick out off tackle play with one of the running backs leading. This time they went with a full outside zone play, and I think they might have gotten the left tackle there with a hold on that outside zone play.
I don't know what the over-under on DraftKings is versus plays versus penalties in this one, but it's a lot.
Yeah, if you took the penalties, you're going to win some money. Yeah, this has kind of become a pretty sloppy game here right now. But, you've got North Montgomery who's trying to fight, trying to get their first win in 9 years against Tri-West. And, maybe Tri-West is pressing here a little bit. They know that they were going to be in for a ball game tonight and just, making too many mistakes.
So we'll try it at 1st and 20. Walden throws now, has lean, complete, and they'll get a lot of it back. And a good pitch and catch to his leading receiver, Noah Lean.
Yeah, good call there. Just a little hitch route on the outside to Lean. North Montgomery's playing way off as, they have had some balls thrown up over their head, haven't been completed, but thrown up over their head, so try not to give up the big play. But, it's a good, safe call, get part of it back.
Tonight's game brought to you by Tipmont. Superfast fiber internet is at your fingertips with Tipmont. Find out if service is available at your address at tipmont.com. So now Walden under center. Toss to Cat. He'll try to bounce to the outside. Can't do it because there's a gaggle of Chargers there, and he's dragged down behind the line of scrimmage.
Salk did a nice job from his middle linebacker spot here, scraping over the top. Didn't quite finish the tackle, but look, there's Dyson being a two-way player here, coming up and making a big TFL right here and really putting Tri-West behind the sticks.
So Ross Dyson helping his own cause. Hear that terminology a lot in baseball. Dyson bringing it up from the cornerback position. It's now a long third down. Walden under center again. Haven't seen this much this evening. Handoff straight up the middle. That's Hamstra. Breaks some tackles. He keeps going, pushes his way forward. And Dyson says, no, I want that football back. So we'll see what they do here on fourth down.
Yeah, it gave us a little bit different formation look here, a little wing T look, motion into the backfield. We're just going to run a little off-tackle power play right here. And, you know, looks like there's going to be some yards to be made. But look at Dyson step up from the secondary and just go chest to chest, hang on, make the tackle. And now it's 4th and long for Tri-West.
Plenty of times, Coach. We've mentioned it several times during this broadcast, is that Walden can pick up big yardage on 4th down with his feet, and he'll keep it. He'll fire over the middle, has a receiver wide open. It's caught, it's Hofstra, and it's 6.
Yeah, it's a little play action throw right here. Walden rolled out to his right, but they had the little throwback post route to the single receiver up there at the top, and all the orange jerseys jumped on Walden on the play fake and his rollout and left a wide open wide receiver. You sure hate to see that happen on 4th and 8 when you're playing in the secondary. You know, you got to keep your eyes on your receiver and not let him run by you in that situation.
So Brady Hamstra has just continued to impress on both sides of the football. And that kick is up, and it is good. So Cortland Williams has been busy. He's been perfect.
So you see the motion. They fake the jet sweep. Walden does a nice job to play fake, rolling away, and then you have Hamster on the little skinny post route right there. Good throw, pitch and catch, and kind of an easy touchdown right there. And the way North Montgomery's offense has been playing, this could be the nail in the coffin. You hate to say that with 4 minutes to go, but North Montgomery's got to get something going on offense here.
So we came into this half with Tri-West up 10-0. But so far, 2 quick touchdowns have turned this thing into a 24-0, I want to say rout, but as you mentioned, Coach, it's starting to get away from the Chargers to North Montgomery. They're going to need a quick answer here if they want to stay in this one.
Yeah, you'd sure like to see him, you know, go with some sort of a quick screen or an easy quick throw. Try and take some of the pass rush away from, you know, Tri-West. Try and give North Montgomery a chance to get ahead of the sticks. You know, they don't have to stand there and just throw the ball down the field here to try and get back in the game. There's still a lot of time, you know, in another full quarter to go, where they potentially could get in the game because their defense really hasn't played that badly. They forced some turnovers. You know, obviously, you know, have given up a couple of scores here, but you know, it's not all is lost here, but they've got to put some points on the board.
Jason Ward looking to go 5-0 against these Chargers of North Montgomery. Here's the kick, and that'll be fielded at the 25. And big hit out of bounds there.
Yeah, Jimmy Sorgi coming down. That's the second special teams tackle he's made on that pooch kick. He's doing a great job flying down the field. You know, you gamble a little bit on one of those pooch kicks in that it's short. You're counting on your coverage to get down there, and you know, Sorgi did a really good job on the last 2 to make those tackles for little or no gain.
And a lot of people around the area familiar with the Sorgi family. His father Jim, stint with the Colts. Jim Sorgi runs a sporting goods business here in Indianapolis, but both his kids, Jackson and Jimmy, on this Tri-West football team. And here's a big run up the middle. That's Sulk, and that's his best carry. Gets to about the 47. Just straight power football, Coach, straight up the middle for a good gain.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't had a whole lot of success, you know, rushing the football, but they run that little split zone play, and Sulk's able to get an opening in there and really explode hard through there. He's been playing pretty well on both sides of the ball here tonight, and that was a really nice run to get him out close to midfield.
So Dyson now, Sulk behind him under 4. And he'll give it to him again. He's met in the backfield immediately. Coach, do I need to say the number, or do you got it?
You know, it's just Spencer Watson again does a nice job getting off the block. You can see there's an orange jersey with his numbers turned, his numbers turned, looking at Watson getting penetration up there. You hate to have those types of blocks. You know, we used to say, turn around and say, look out when you get beat that bad. And again, great play by Watson.
So immediately met in the backfield by Spencer Watson, who's having a whale of a ball game tonight. Now Dyson will roll to his left, and he's wrapped up. And is that Garrett Cole? It is. Griffin Cole now getting in on the action. Had a nice play at the end of that first half on defense, but now he's getting into the realm of things and gets a sack for him.
Yeah, tried to run a little sprint out pass into the boundary here, and Cole playing a kind of a hybrid defensive tackle, defensive end type of spot here, depending on whether Tri-West is 3 down or 4 down. Just does a nice job fighting through a couple of blocks there and makes a sack and puts North Montgomery way behind the sticks.
Now Dyson taking himself, gets up the middle, breaks a tackle, still running forward. Gets a lot of that back. It's Max Ward who came up to stop him, but not after a gain of 12.
Yeah, he went into a little bit of an empty set, brought Sulk back behind in motion, and it was just a pitcher keep speed option type of play, and Dyson saw an opportunity to put his foot in the ground to get the ball up north and south, but we're talking 4th and 10 here. North Montgomery really needs a first down right here.
Yeah, it's going to be trouble, Coach. You don't get it here. It puts Tri-West in good field position once again. So Dyson, he's going to throw. Looks over the middle. Has a receiver across the middle, and it's complete. So good pitch and catch. And that's to Kelby Harwood, also having a good game.
Yeah, really nice concept that they run right here. A little whip route underneath, and Harwood comes inside with a dig route, and about a 12 or 14-yard gain. Very nice pass route combination. They also were able to take the safety out with the wing running right down the middle of the field, opened up Harwood for a big first down.
So North Montgomery moving the football here. Good chunk yardage. Here's Dyson. And he'll flip it to Sulk, and Sulk just falls on his feet.
Yeah, Sulk wasn't going to go very far there. Max Robertson, nobody blocked him from the secondary. He came up and was right there ready to make a tackle. Would have been a tackle for a loss anyways. Just one of those nice plays from the secondary. Sulk, even though he slipped, wasn't going to go very far.
So a loss on the play. We're under a minute now in the third quarter. Tri-West scored 2 touchdowns here to put it to 24-0. North Montgomery driving. Dyson keeps, goes up the middle, breaks a tackle. And Coach, keep it number 6 hands. Just send him up the middle. He's breaking tackles, getting good yardage.
Yeah, just again that little speed option play, and Dyson sees that little opening and is able to exploit it. It looked like Tyler Hartford, I think, had an opportunity to make a tackle there for little or no gain, and Dyson just kind of ran right by him and was able to pick up positive yards.
3rd and 5, see if they want to get a playoff here. And they will not. They'll let it run out. And we've got 12 minutes of football left. We'll take a break. The end of the third quarter, it's the Tri-West Bruins 24, the North Montgomery Chargers 0. You're watching Friday Night High School Football right here on ISC Sports Network.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
12 more minutes of football left in this one in a Sagamore Conference showdown. But right now, heavily in favor of the Tri-West Bruins as they hold a 24-0 lead over the North Montgomery Chargers.
You got to give North Montgomery some credit here, though. I mean, obviously it was 10-0 at halftime. They're down 24, but they keep fighting here, and they've got a nice little drive going. They really need to get some points on the board here. Dyson's been running the football here a little bit in this drive and has made some big plays, made a big play throwing the football. Let's see what they dial up here on this third down play.
So in the gun, the running back Sulk behind him. And he'll hand it off. And there's a fumble. Dyson falls on top of it this time. Fortunately for him at the 40-yard line.
It looked like they're running the zone read play, and I don't know if Dyson thought he gave it and Sulk thought he was going to pull it, but unfortunately neither one of them had a handle on the football, and down it went. Dyson was lucky to get that ball back.
So that'll bring up 4th and 9. No choice but to go for it here. Down 24-0. Here's Dyson. He'll roll, has some room to run, and he'll keep it. And just like his counterpart Walden, he'll scamper, big stiff arm, but gets enough for the first down. So was Ross Dyson taking a piece of the Malachi Walden playbook, running it for his own for a big gain on 4th down.
Yeah, they faked the zone play to the trips to the left and running the bootleg pass there. I think they're trying to go one-on-one to Harwood down there, but Dyson saw all that green grass out there and just took off. But it looks like he took a shot right there. I don't know if they called timeout here, trying to hopefully keep him back in the game here. Yeah, North Montgomery called a timeout here so that Dyson wouldn't have to come out. They're trying to let him catch his breath. He might have fallen down on the ball right there.
It was a good head-to-head battle between Brady Hamster, who's had himself a whale of a game, came up to make the tackle on Dyson, but not after a good gain on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Coach had been looking good on this drive so far, and the key here, no penalties.
No penalties and 2 big 4th down plays. One with the throw by Dyson to Harwood, and then this time Dyson on the on the run. I don't know if you've ever been tackled with a body coming down on top of you and that football stuck right in your ribs, but that hurts.
Coach, every time I got hit, I kept going, kept the legs going. You couldn't stop me. 6 all the time. I was a hard load to bring down.
Yeah, that hurts when you come down on the football like that. But I think Dyson's a tough player, and I'm sure he's going to be back out there leading the offense again.
Oh, he is a battler. Although I don't believe that's him out there back now. It's the sophomore, Jack Warren. So hopefully Dyson's okay. Hopefully just he needs a spell after taking a big hit from Hamstra. Here's Warren. He'll hand off. Little miscommunication, and Noah Hopkins tried to make a move. He hopped backwards, but hopped backwards into a loss on the play.
Yeah, Peyton Hayes did a nice job getting off his block, getting penetration, and was able to get a tackle for a loss here. But it looks like Dyson is going to not get back in this game here. That's rough for North Montgomery if he's not in the ball game.
Yeah, so Jack Warren, the sophomore, who hasn't seen much action, hasn't even thrown a pass this season, has to come in here to spell the senior quarterback, Ross Dyson, who's been under duress a lot of the evening. And there's a mistake right there. Tried to fall on the football, and he's tried to pick it up, and that's going to stay with Tri-West. And none other than number 50, Spencer Watson, on defense.
Yeah, Spencer Watson again gets penetration, but unfortunately that snap is a little low in the ground, and again, the freshman instead of trying to pick it up instead of just falling on it, but that's just inexperience from the quarterback. So I'm sorry, the sophomore, Jack Warren. That's just inexperience on his part, and unfortunately, what looked like a very promising drive is now over for North Montgomery. And I would expect we're going to see a heavy dose again of Walden just running the football here, up 24-0.
So the turnovers have mounted for North Montgomery. Had a nice drive going there, but It was their senior quarterback, Ross Dyson, maybe came down a little funny on that 4th down run. In came the sophomore Jack Warren and immediately fumbled. And he'll turn the ball over to Tri West, and that's Hamstra on the carry.
Good job by the North Montgomery defense pursuing and getting Hamstra on that outside zone play, only holding him to a 2-yard gain. Again, crucial drive here for the North Montgomery defense. They've got to try and force a quick 4 and out here and get the football back.
And they'll throw it. And now Cole Morgan has some room to rumble, and he's breaking tackles. He'll flip end over to 35 for a big gain.
Just a little hitch route out there to Morgan, and a really nice ball placed by Walden. On that hitch route, you always want to have the ball thrown to the outside number so that receiver can turn towards the sidelines and potentially run through an arm tackle, which he did, getting a big first down here off the little hitch throw.
So even up 24-0, they're still throwing the football around the field. That one incomplete. Looking for Morgan again.
North Montgomery brought a little pressure right there, but they're playing kind of off man coverage. They're giving away those short routes. Again, it's what we've talked about, with Walden. Sometimes he's a little not quite on target right there, and he threw that one a little high and away.
Coach Jason Ward, used to winning, has been a Bruin his entire life, went to high school there, member of the 1996 state championship team. And now Walden up the middle just breaking tackles, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to rumble in for 6. What a run from the junior Malachi Walden.
Yeah, Walden just showed again the strength that he has and how he's able to keep his momentum just running through those arm tackles. Again, as North Montgomery, you hate to see, just kind of wailing, diving, that type of play from your defense. So you'd like to be a little bit more physical trying to make those tackles. But Walden's a load. That's one of the reasons he's averaging, came into the game 7.5 yards a carry. I don't know, tonight it might be more like 15 a carry. He's doing a great job rushing the football.
So Cortland Williams, once again, has been very busy this evening. He's been perfect. And he puts that one through. So it's starting to get away from the Chargers in North Montgomery. And here's why. A big run from number 7, Malachi Walden.
Yeah, a great lead block right in there, pancake block by the lead back, and just Walden just does the rest running through the arm tackles. Again, one of the reasons why North Montgomery or Tri-West offense is so explosive and is able to put, averaging 35 points a game is because of Walden's ability to rush the football.
Came into this contest with 6 rushing touchdowns. They added that tonight. And now it's 31-0.
Yeah, this is North Montgomery's in a really tough position right here. They're potentially without their quarterback and, down now 31-0.
Tittmont is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Learn more about our super fast fiber at tittmont.com.
Roman Ederbach is deep for the Chargers.
This game also brought to you by the American Heart Association. In addition to learning hands-only CPR, the American Heart Association encourages schools, businesses, and other organizations to have a cardiac emergency response plan. Free templates and resources are available from the American Heart Association. Simply scan the QR code now that you see on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So thank you, American Heart Association.
Chargers will get the ball on the 20-yard line.
That ball rolling to the end zone and set up a touchback for North Montgomery. So, Coach, you're looking at the screen right here. You see hands on hips. You see some heads down. What can you do?
Yeah, it's always rough when you're in a situation like this, but, one of the things that, and been on both sides of games like this in, my 40 years of coaching, you still want to see your players to go out and to compete. And you hate to see hands on hips. You hate to see that type of body language.
Oh, so a high snap through the hands, and once again, that was recovered by Elzy, who's had himself a night, and it's just a matter of where he recovered it. Did he get in the end zone, or are they going to put it at the 1?
No, they're going to put it probably, it looks like, at the 6-inch line. I think his knee actually was down with the quarterback on top of him with, unfortunately, again, I mean, it wasn't a horrible snap. It was a little high, but, you've got the sophomore quarterback, Jack Warren, in there and just wasn't able to come up with it. And, again, right there, you'd like to see him get down and get the football. And it almost looked like he tried to pick it up again. Maybe that was a touchdown. I don't know. Officials are saying it wasn't. But, again, Tri-West really with a chance here to ice this game.
So Walden under center. And he'll try, and he's got pushed back forward, dove over the pile. Did they stop momentum, or are they going to give him 6?
No, it looks like they stopped him. I think they're still going to say he was down. I mean, he's about as close as you can get without getting in the end zone.
Now I'm hearing 2-point conversion. Did they give him a touchdown?
They did. I didn't see the.
I heard 2-point conversion. I don't know if they gave him a touchdown on the last one. We'll figure things out here in just 1 second. Okay, so we're just going to make sure, clarification, that they did not score on that fumble recovery. That last play right there was a touchdown by Malachi Walden. That extra point is good to make it 38-0. And with that, now with the 35-plus point advantage, the clock will run from 8:57 on to the end of this game.
And that's unfortunate for North Montgomery. I mean, they came out, played some really good defense at the beginning of the ball game, forced some turnovers. It's a shame to see Dyson get hurt when they had that nice drive going. It was 24-0, and now 2 quick turnovers, and Tri-West, pretty much has iced this ball game and cemented their lead in the Sagamore Conference.
So it was a close one at the half, with Tri-West only leading 10-0. In which was a game for first place, or the race for first. Danville also in that mix at Frankfort tonight, also on the ISC Sports Network. As that Tri-West has ballooned this to 28 unanswered points in the second half. And we sit at 38-0 with 9 minutes left to go.
Yeah, I think Tri-West is in great position for another conference championship here. I know there's still some football to be played, but they've put themselves in the driver's seat for sure in the conference.
So this ball will skip across. Receiver falls down at his 10, and he'll run to the left and then slide out of bounds around the 22-yard line was Roman Utterback. So trying to make a play. Still, Coach, I mean, that's something you want to see. Is that he could have let that perfectly roll, but the young man wants to try. He wants to see if he can make something happen, maybe get something to the outside.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. You just want to see your team to continue to compete because while you might have lost tonight, the competition, the continuing to fight, all of those qualities as you look for a coach can carry over into next week and hopefully continuing through into the playoffs.
And this North Montgomery team will have to regroup after this one, and they'll head out to Frankfort next week to take on the Hot Dogs. Warren now, he'll hand it off. Sulk to the outside, breaks a tackle to the 30, 35, 40, and he'll get tripped up, but a good run from Austin Sulk.
And that's what you want to see on the little outside zone play. Harwood, the receiver, did a nice job getting a block on the corner, allowing Salk to have some room, there on the outside to pick up a very nice gain. And, now North Montgomery's got something going here with a nice gain on first down, giving themselves another first down.
So now 2 in the backfield with Warren. And they'll hand it off to Sulk again, and he's dragged down immediately.
The ball carrier for a loss of 1 yard.
As Caleb Pfeiffer from the linebacker spot, you can see there's a lot of subs in now for Tri-West, but Caleb Pfeiffer does a nice job fighting through the blocks, making the tackle, and unfortunately it looks like there's another North Montgomery player down.
So after this one, what looks to be a Tri-West victory with 7:05 left here in the fourth quarter, they'll host Crawfordsville next week, and then they'll close out their season at Southmont to take on the Mounties. And then North Montgomery, after they visit the Hot Dogs next week, they'll host Danville. So still 2 quality weeks of football left here in the 2023 campaign.
Yes, North Montgomery's got an opportunity to, kind of right the ship a little bit here in the next couple of weeks and get themselves ready for their first round playoff game. Tri-West is definitely going to be in control of Sagamore, and should have an opportunity watching them tonight to make a run themselves into the playoffs as well.
So Coach Josh Thompson of North Montgomery was looking to break his 500 record. Was an even 50-50 coming into this one. But he may have to wait till next week in order to get back to 500 against the Hot Dogs of Frankfort. Facing Danville tonight, also on the ISC Sports Network. And here's a run, and he's gobbled up.
Hopkins, the ball carrier for no gain.
Again, even with the substitutes in there, Tri-West's depth has shown up here a little bit. The fact that they're able to, get some negative yardage plays right here, versus, North Montgomery's starters. And, with the running clock right now, you hate to be in a situation like this, but, unfortunately, Tri-West is showing why they're at the top of the conference tonight.
So Jack Warren, and that ball gets by him, and we may have another turnover, hopefully, and he picks it up this time, and he's going to fall at the 15-yard line.
Warren on the carry.
It looked like they were running motion. I don't know if that was going to be a handoff on a jet sweep play, and sometimes when you have a new quarterback in there, just the timing of when to snap the football, it looked like the motion man was almost on top of Warren when the snap came there, and whether he didn't see it or was distracted with the motion, it's unfortunate, to see that play here, and the fact that North Montgomery's just having trouble with snaps here in the fourth quarter.
So that'll make the Chargers punt deep in their territory, and it's away. Not a very good punt, but that will take somewhat of a Chargers roll. And roll out of bounds at the 49, so Tri-West will set up shop again.
It'll be Tri-West ball on the 39-yard line.
You can see the clock continues to run. That 35-point, not a mercy rule. Just as soon as a team hits that, the clock will run through touchdowns, kickoffs. They will stop it for injuries.
Interesting to see if Walden comes out here to continue to play, or it looks like they're bringing Sorgi in. So it's a class move by Jason Ward. He's getting his substitutes in here, letting his backup players get a chance to get some varsity time.
And that was Nolan Cooper.
Ball carrier is Nolan Cooper,
who we haven't seen tonight.
and he's thrown for a loss by Drake Ferris.
And Drake Ferris Clark, the big sophomore, comes in and gets himself a tackle for a loss. That's a nice play by the sophomore, getting some playing time.
So Jackson Sorgi, and there's another flag.
Yeah, you're starting to get your substitutes in there and getting a little antsy, wanting to try and make a play. You get an opportunity to play in a varsity football game, and so you want to get on that stat sheet. Just got a little overeager there and jumped.
And no, folks, we're not watching the New Orleans Saints versus the Denver Broncos, and Sorgi in at quarterback. This is Jackson Sorgi, the son of former NFL quarterback Jim Sorgi. And he'll look to throw. And has a completion. So it was a good pass.
Jack Sorgi.
Yeah, Cooper Zimmerman kind of bounced that ball up in the air a little bit. Again, we talked about that earlier. You see him as he jumped for it instead of just sticking his hands out and making the catch. And, some people wonder, you've got your backups in, you're up 38-0, why are you throwing the football? But, I always felt like these kids deserve to play too. And if Sorgi's your quarterback, let him throw the football a little bit. I mean, give him an opportunity to throw a ball in a live varsity action.
Nolan Cooper makes a nice move. And that'll move the chains once again. Sorgi just a freshman.
Nolan Cooper for a first down.
Big kid, though, 6'2".
Sanchez on the tackle.
I had a few coaches were unhappy with me when I'd let our backup quarterback throw when we were up, but you want to give him a chance to play some football too.
Coach, I can't ever imagine you making anybody unhappy.
Oh, I did quite a bit.
Here's Cooper again. Breaks a tackle. So Nolan Cooper.
Nolan Cooper, the
nice little run on a little trap play up inside. Cooper was able to find the seam and pick up some positive yards. And again, just a situation here. North Montgomery's are running the clock.
Final in the Sagamore Conference, Western Boone 29, Southmont 6.
So coming up on a minute 30 left here in the fourth quarter. Tri-West 38-0. Nolan Cooper on the pitch. Breaking tackles. Good hard run.
Nolan Cooper runs the ball.
Just trying to advance the ball forward, trying to run the clock down right here. It's all Tri-West is trying to do. And, North Montgomery, again, they've substituted as well, giving a lot of those young kids a chance to get a taste of some varsity football.
Now under a minute. Tri-West looking to wrap this one up. Sorgi will hand it off to Cooper. He'll run up the middle, breaking some tackles, and he'll get taken down the 26-yard line.
Yeah, good strong run by Cooper, and of course Tri-West pretty much just needs to run one more play here, and they'll come away with a very solid victory, and again, as we've already mentioned, solidify first place in the Sagamore Conference.
And with 25 seconds left on the clock, I believe they'll have to get one more off here. And they will. Sorgi will just pitch it out to the left. And that'll be to Watson Hall to get a carry, the freshman. And that'll wrap things up from North Montgomery. So in what was close heading into the half at 10-0 turns into a 38-0 blowout as the Tri-West Bruins defeat the North Montgomery Chargers 38-0. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tipmont. Superfast fiber internet is at your fingertips with Tipmont. Find out a service is available at your address at tipmont.com. Coach Dale Carlson, your final thoughts.
Well, as we talked about at the top of the game, turnovers were going to be big. Unfortunately, North Montgomery was able to force them, but unfortunately they couldn't get any points off of it. And then North Montgomery just could not handle the defensive front for Tri-West. They dominated the ball game, and as it unfolded, pretty much were able to put North Montgomery away. So Tri-West shows why they're the class of the Sagamore, and with the big win tonight, they're in great position again to win another conference championship.
And from a lot to pick from, our player of the game is going to be none other than number 20, Brady Hamstra of the Tri-West Bruins. Just had himself a phenomenal game, both offensively and defensively. Coach, you had to like what number 20 accomplished tonight.
Oh, absolutely. He was all over the field, making big plays, forcing turnovers, scoring. catching touchdown passes. I mean, just had a whale of a football game tonight, and so congratulations to him for being our player of the game.
Special thanks to our crew at IHSAA Sports Network for piecing all this together to give you a great broadcast tonight, and we thank you, the fans, for joining us for yet another great night of Friday Indiana High School football. Our final from North Montgomery, the Tri-West Bruins 38 to North Montgomery Chargers 0. From my partner Derek Carlson, I'm John Cupo. Enjoy your college football Saturday and have a great weekend, everybody.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bob.